This is the first time the public has seen the Comey memos that were leaked by the former director to kickstart the Russia special counsel investigation. The president's critics this morning are pointing to a January 2017 memo that documented a private meeting between the president and James Comey about a week after the inauguration, and it was over this loyalty pledge. It reads in part, quote, "He replied that he needed loyalty and expected loyalty. I did not reply or even nod or change my facial expression," Comey writes. "We came back to it later. I replied that he would always get honesty from me." Trump paused and said, "That's what he wants, honest loyalty." I replied, "You will get that from me." Based on the memos and his book tour this week, the relationship between Comey and the president was stressed really from the very beginning when he briefed him on the unverified salacious allegations in the so-called Trump dossier about alleged coordination between Russian officials and Trump campaign associates. President's supporters are now pointing to a March 2017 memo where Mr. Trump tells Comey to find out if there is any truth to the claims. Quote, said that if there was some satellite, note, I took this to mean some associate of his or his campaign that did something, it would be good to find out. But that he hadn't done anything, and hoped I would find a way to get out that we weren't investigating him. So the bottom line is that there's really something for everyone, depending what side of the political divide you're on, Bill.
Well, what about classification? What do you find in the memos regarding that?
Well, of the 15 pages that were posted last night, 8 have redactions, and in some cases the intelligence is at one of the highest levels called secret. And if you look at the fine print, which I think is always important in these cases, you can see at the base of the page is something that says no foreign, which means that the intelligence is so sensitive it cannot be shared with other countries. Senate investigators also have concluded that it's highly likely at least one of the memos Comey leaked to the media through his lawyer friend contained classified information. And some of the memos are actually drafted on internal FBI emails and then shared with others, or they're drafted using FBI resources such as a laptop computer. And this appears to conflict with the former director's Senate testimony after he was fired, where he said they were sort of personal recollections or personal notes, when in fact they look much different when you see them in person, Bill.
Stuff. Interesting. Thank you, Catherine Herridge, reporting on that today, leading this hour in Washington. Thanks.